The world of Dolmenwood is one of adventure and peril, set in a fairy tale realm of wonder, horror, whimsy, magic, and mystery. While today the forest is lush, fertile, and full of strange and varied life, it was not always so. In ages past, the fairy lord, known as the Cold Prince, ruler of the realm of Phrygia, looked upon Dolmenwood and found it to be a fine domain. With no one to oppose him, the Cold Prince laid down his claim and brought an age-long frost to the wood. Snow blanketed the forest year-round, all things locked in an eternal winter. The few mortals who inhabited the wood, a handful of humans and the goat-like Bregel, served the Cold Prince in fear and trembling. From his seat of Hoarfrost Keep on the shores of Lake Longmere, the Cold Prince held an icy, cruel court. But winter cannot last forever. After a reign of nearly 500 years, the Cold Prince's interest in Dolmenwood began to wane. His other domains were vast, including his home realm of Phrygia, where he returned to his ice palace of Ruvenaeth. As his interest waned, so too did the frost which blanketed the wood. Nature began to creep back into Dolmenwood, and the cycle of seasons returned. Only the Dolmenwood remained frozen, a remnant of his now token claims to the wood. With the recession of winter came the powers of the mortal realm, the Druun masters of the arcane, the king of the Brackenwolders laying claim to the lands of the eastern wood, and the Pleuratine Church, voice and visible arm of the one true God. These factions rose and fell alongside the native Bregels, who without the Cold Prince had settled throughout the high wold of western Dolmenwood. Then, after an absence of nearly 1,000 years, the Cold Prince returned. His roving mind, ever working, had turned once more to his neglected and half-abandoned realm of Dolmenwood. Seeing mortals trespassing on land of his own possession, laying claim to what had been his undisputed dominion, sent him into a wild rage. Many mortals died in the ensuing blast of winter that blew before his armies. The mortals resisted. The human king led his army against the frost-clad forces of the Cold Prince. The chroniclers simply state that the mortals suffered great losses in this first battle. In desperation, king and bishop turned to those whose arcane power rivaled even that of the Cold Prince himself, the Druun. They formed the alliance known as the Triple Compact: Church, Druun, and King, Faith, Will, and the Sword. With arcane rites and secrets long lost, the Druun constructed the Witching Ring, banishing the Cold Prince and his ilk from Dolmenwood, exiling him to his home of Phrygia, and lifting the eternal winter that had endured in the Dolmenwood since time immemorial.